Hey everybody, it's Chef Cordell of Eating Well with Chef Cordell Consulting, where we teach and feed the healthy way. Your life depends on it. You can find us online at www.chefcordell.com. So we're back to talk about foods that can help with your mental health. So we're going to put together two really quick, really simple recipes that have ingredients that are definitely of benefit to your mental health. We're going to focus on two different salsas. We're going to do a basic salsa, and then we're also going to do a kiwi and strawberry salsa. So are you ready? Let's go. So we're going to start with our kiwi and strawberry salsa. This salsa has about a cup and a half of kiwi chopped up, about a cup and a half of strawberries chopped up as well, about a quarter cup of onion, and you can use any type, whether it's white, red, yellow, Vidalia, Texas sweet, that's perfectly fine. We're going to use about a half a bunch of cilantro leaves. We're going to use the juice of one lime, about a half of a jalapeno pepper. Now, if you want it a little less spicy, just please take the seeds out. We're going to use about a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon of olive oil, about 2 or 3 garlic cloves, which we'll chop up, and a tablespoon of honey. All right. So first thing we need to do is to make sure we have our kiwi and our strawberries chopped. Okay. Now, what you want to do generally with anything that's round, you want to cut it to make it flat. It makes it a little bit easier to deal with. Okay. So now we can stand this up. It's not moving all over the place because it's flat. So the only thing we're going to do is just slice down the sides here to get our skin off. Now, you can definitely eat the skin of the kiwi. It has a lot of nutritional benefit to it. Now, kiwis as a whole have a good amount of nutritional benefit. A decent amount of vitamin C and also potassium as well, which is very good for our bones. All right. So after we get the skin off, you just want to slice it here. And then take each slice, cut them into strips, turn them 90 degrees, and then slice them the other way, okay? So we're going to do the same things with these here, all right? Now, kiwi actually has more potassium than you think it does. I'm not a banana person at all, which is known for its potassium, but kiwi actually has a little bit more potassium than a banana does. So very good for you and tasty as well. All right. So now we're going to add this to the rest of our kiwi that we already have chopped up. Now I'm going to show you how to chop up your strawberries. Now, I'm a big strawberry fan as well. A couple things about strawberries. Whenever you buy them from the grocery store, make sure that the stem is still attached to it. Okay, you want to have the cap on. You don't ever want to rinse strawberries or introduce them to water until you're ready to use them. Okay, if you try to do so beforehand, they won't be as good, or they won't last as long, rather. All right, so be careful with that. I'm going to finish chopping these here. Interestingly, like enough, strawberries have over 200 seeds on each one. One of my favorite fruits to eat, all right? So we got that chopped up now. At this point, the only thing that we need to do is to mix all of the ingredients together, all right? So we got a bowl here. We're going to add our kiwi. We're going to add our strawberry. We're going to add our quarter cup of chopped onion. I would recommend a Texas sweet one with this one in particular. If you like the sharper taste, definitely you want to go for one of the yellow or the white ones. All right. We're going to add a little bit of cilantro here as well. About a half a bunch of the leaves would be great. If you get some of the stems in it, it's okay. We're now going to take a lime. We're going to squirt that juice over it as well. We're going to add about a half of a jalapeno. I took my seeds out just to take the heat down just a bit. But whenever you're cutting a hot pepper, ensure that you're wearing gloves. Okay, you don't want your fingers to burn and then touch other parts of your body and have those parts burning as well. All right, we're going to add a little bit of cumin here. One of my favorite spices. We're going to add a little bit of salt. Just a teaspoon is fine. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of olive oil as well. I'm going to grab about 2 or 3 garlic cloves, which we already have minced up. We're going to add that to it. And then lastly, I'm going to add a dab of maple syrup. If you want to use honey, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure you use raw and organic honey. All right? All right. So at this point, the only thing we're going to do is to mix this up here. Now, the longer that you let salsa sit in the refrigerator, the stronger the taste will be, the more developed the flavors will be. All right? So we're going to put this off to the side here for a bit. And we're going to move on now to our other salsa. Okay? And this is a more typical basic salsa that most people are accustomed to. Now, salsas can be whatever you want them to be. Just as long as they're good, they can be whatever you want them to be. So in our basic salsa, we're going to use a couple cups of tomatoes. We're going to use about a quarter cup of onions, about a half a bunch of cilantro leaves, about 2 garlic cloves minced up, about a half of a jalapeno, a little bit of salt, and some lime juice as well. So we have our bowl here, and we're just going to mix all of these ingredients together as well. So we're going to add our tomatoes. We're going to take a little bit of the onions here. And salsas, really, I'm a big fan of them. It doesn't really matter what season they are. They always seem to come in handy. And if you build them the right way, mixed in with the right chips, it can definitely be a healthy snack. All right, so now we're going to add our cilantro leaves. We're going to add a couple cloves of garlic. We're going to take a little bit of a jalapeno, and you can feel free to add or substitute any pepper that you would like. Of course, there are peppers that have a little bit more heat, some that don't have as much. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this as well, about a teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to take a lime and squeeze that juice on top. And once again, if you let this sit for a few hours at least, the flavor would be much better. Even 30 minutes would be okay. But it would definitely taste a little bit stronger than it would if you hadn't. All right? So that is that sauce as well. So now we're just going to grab our chips here. And we're going to add our salsa to this. So on the left side here, we have our kiwi and strawberry salsa. Nice and colorful and flavorful. I really think that you should try this salsa out, especially if you're just accustomed to a basic salsa. This will definitely inspire you to maybe want to try a different type of salsa with different types of fruit. All right? And then we're going to take our other salsa here. Put these here, which are full of tomatoes, which are fantastic for your mental health as well. All right. So here we have some chips with 2 very good salsas that are focused on your mental health. Kiwi and strawberry salsa and a basic tomato-based salsa. And voila, 2 very simple, very tasty, healthy recipes that are great for your mental health. You can find us online at www.chefcordell.com. You can find us on Facebook at Eating Well with Chef Cordell Consulting, on Instagram at Chef Cordell. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you next time.